Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I mean, you would have to be willing to follow us.
Don't be a fool, Amek. We could never place Her Majesty in such danger. I'm certain her trusted members of her guard would be more than sufficient.
I suppose it would be her decision whether she would trust that word or whether she would want to see this for herself. Either way, if we want to see it, we will need to go quickly, before certain elements have time to remove the evidence.
Very well. She tells off a couple of the nobles and the chevalier to go with you.
All right. Who can lead the way? Kenneth, can you take us back to those hallways that we just escaped?
Kenneth's like, oh, okay, fine. And, yeah, she'll lead the way.
Your Majesty, would you rather that we walked before you or behind you? Or the nobles who are coming with us?
Lead the way.
Very well. Amek hauls himself up, creaking horribly as he does. Follows Kenneth.
So are Aresta and Roland
Yes,
gonna get out of the tree?
Yes, yes.
Yep, let me roll that.
Yeah, dexterity acrobatics to get down. Aresta barely manages to land. Wow! Roland lands perfectly.
But everyone's turned away and nobody sees it.
Yeah, nobody knows.
The curse of Galen returns.
And then his hand falls off.
And then he flies off on his jetpack and lands right in front of the boss who kills
Never
him.
seen again.
Return to his home planet.
That was one of my best moments in jamming too. I fly up to that nest. Well, okay.
God damn it.
I guess we'll just lead them back to where the Herlock's bodies are, at least.
Yep.
And if they need further evidence, we can take them all the way back, but that might not be a great idea.
You're pretty sure no.
Yeah, didn't it seal or something?
It did. It shut behind you guys.
The gate did?
The gate didn't, but I mean, like,
Oh.
way back where the door was,
okay,
that all
okay.
shut itself.
Yeah.
And you know how to open it from the outside, from the other side. You don't know how to open it from this side. Yeah, so you guys get back to where the bodies were. And the bodies are still there.
There we are. As you can see, the armor and weapons with which they are equipped are of much higher quality than you would normally see on Darkspawn. And I imagine, Aresta, if you want to explain.
You see, dwarves are really good at making stuff. And, yeah, they've been using dwarven techniques, which we've been tracking down to make a higher quality armor. Look at the luster of the armor, the sharpness of the blade.
You see, they fold it over 1,000 times.
Shut the fuck up.
Steve just reaches right through the internet.
The nobles came with you. They're kind of shocked by this.
He
See such well-equipped
where the bow
Darkspawn.
came from.
I was shocked also, as a dwarf.
Yes, they very nearly killed us.
To think that these monsters were lurking beneath Val Royale. But surely this is all of them.
Well, there was at least one more that we saw. as well as several other animated skeletons, but that's an issue with the Fade. By the way,
Fade?
yeah, the veil has been torn in an area below the Grey Warden headquarters, so you may want to contact the Circle.
You're telling them that now?
Hey, well, you know, I'm real tired.
That's true.
In fact, roll magic, spirit, or just magic if you don't have it. You and Hagram.
Nice.
Well, that's good. Hagram, you can definitely tell that the tear in the veil is growing.
Ooh, that's bad news, and I am explaining every reason why that's terrible.
Is there a thunderstorm on your end, Farrell?
There has been
Oh,
for a little while.
oh dear. Be careful.
I'm okay.
Yeah, Hagram, meanwhile, is just giving the speech from the end of Ghostbusters from the mayor's office.
Dogs will be friends with cats.
It's true, this man has no dick.
I was like, oh.
It's true. This man grafted smaller nipples onto his body.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Just like to tie things up together, you know.
Well, the nobles all look horrified, but they want to take one of the bodies with them.
Yeah, alright, just don't get any of the blood in you.
Niram will actually handle it.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to hoist one of the
Can we
bodies.
take any of the weapons or armor?
You could. Well, I don't know why you'd bother.
Oh, you know.
No, I don't know.
I don't
He
know.
wants to loot the bodies.
Yeah, I want to loot the bodies.
Okay, the armor and weapons are useless to you.
Because they're too big?
Yeah,
That's right.
and
we're gonna take
they're
them.
weirdly shaped for the Darkspawn.
We're taking them.
I have to destroy them at the forge.
Okay.
I half expected him to say that in the fires of Mount Doom. But...
Yeah.
That's what I call the forge.
All right.
Well, job well done, everyone. Let's go home.
Let's go.
Okay, so you guys,
There'll be
I
no
can't wait for
negative
these guys to all
consequences.
get killed for knowing the truth too.
Yeah,
guys head
we're
back
now
out.
leaving Orlais and going back to Ferelden.
head back outside, and the Empress and her entourage are now waiting outside for you.
Kenneth leads him back out. Then my phone goes off.
Kane, silence your cell phone. God.
Oops,
Well,
I
what
grabbed
did you
the
find,
bones.
Grey Wardens?
Niram just kind of unceremoniously dumps the Herlock body.
Niram, show some respect.
Hmm.
You must lay corpses
Her
carefully and magnanimously before the Empress.
Her horse kind of skitters back from the Herlock.
Like they were freshly killed elves. I mean, rabbits.
Jeez.
Such a creature, the Empress says. Would something like this really be under Valroyo?
Well, you can ask your nobles. That's where we found it. Or rather, where they found us.
I'm not sure that there's any connections between the deep roads and the catacombs under the city, but I suppose it's possible. I'll have to check with the college.
I'm wondering, out of character, how how unlikely it would be for her to believe us if we told her the actual truth. It'd be so unlikely.
Yeah, it seems like, yeah. Like, actually, it was the warden-commander who's responsible for the whole thing. And she had,
Yeah.
like, this zombie Kunari warrior under there. And there were
Sounding
these
pretty
huge
crazy,
lyrium
yeah.
crystals.
Should
And there was
totally,
this guy who floated.
should totally just pin it on Blacktail.
Also, all of Roland's blood came out of him.
All
That's
of
when they
Roland's
killed him
blood
for being a demon and
vacuumed his
still-
body.
Yes, we discovered there was a laboratory where tests were being carried out on a darkspawn beneath the warden-commander's halls. So you may want to speak with her, look into that, perhaps have the laboratory purged. Maybe they'll know if there was a connection to the deep roads. We only just arrived here, so unfortunately our knowledge of the local geography isn't so great.
Well, you do remember one thing.
Yeah?
That the Grey Warden headquarters was a wing of the Imperial Palace that was given over by the Empress.
Yes.
So that huge hole in the veil is right underneath the Imperial Palace.
Yeah, I mentioned
Yeah.
to her they were making the arms in the palace. But yeah, I mean, do we need to tell her that, or are
No, not
the
really.
nobles
She
gonna
just
tell her
kind of you
about it?
just kind of get a sense that she's like, oh shit, but managing to keep it off of her face.
Perhaps we should speak more of this in private. Your Empress.
Very well. We should return to the palace. You have a complaint, Grey Warden.
Nope. That's fine. We're just very tired, Your Majesty.
Very well then. Let us return to the palace, and you'll be able to get some rest.
Thank you, Your Majesty. Your generosity is most kind.
So you guys are kind of obligated to head back with her party.
Yeah.
You guys head through Valroyo, back up to the palace.
Right back where we began.
And she leads you, and her party, they lead you up to the main part of the palace, rather than off to that side wing.
That's Aresta talking with the Empress the whole way.
Telling her all about dwarven culture.
Yeah, she doesn't believe a word of what he says about Dwarven culture, but she seems quite entertained by him.
That's right.
Aresta gets to stay on as the court fool.
more like the royal consort.
I don't think you're
it's
her
gonna
type.
work that way. Yeah.
No,
I don't
you
know.
watch pointier
Actually,
ears.
she later asks Kenneth to stay behind while the rest of the party is excused.
Gross.
This is the weirdest dress up I've ever done.
Yeah, so yeah, you guys are kind of obligated to follow in. Attendants, bring you guys warm cloths to wipe your face and hands with, but it doesn't really help too much.
Does she send us elves to hold the shower buckets with?
No.
Let's call for some anyway.
No. That's not really how it works. So, and then you guys are brought into the to one of the throne rooms. This is a smaller one.
The slightly less nice one.
Yeah. And about 10 minutes later, as you guys are kind of left standing around, she returns, wearing a completely different dress than she was wearing before. And then
changes.
Change.
And then through she's the Empress. And then through the doors you guys came in through comes Warden-Commander Alicia.
Oh no.
No, it's cool. We have to politics this.
Does she look surprised to see us?
No, she doesn't actually look surprised at all.
It's almost as if it was all according to Keikaku.
Does Kikaku mean plan?
Quite. Keikaku does mean plan.
It sure does.
And the Empress sits at her throne. So I've summoned you Grey Wardens here, as there are some extraordinary charges laid down by members of your order. Warden Dulay, would you care to present what you have learned?
God damn it, why does it have to be me? Okay.
Because you're literally the least offensive member of the party to all Asians.
Yeah.
And then as he goes to speak, the blood magic takes him again.
See, that's what I'm worried about.
And he rolls
Niram,
on us.
Niram, please take my sword.
He does.
Thank you.
Oh, none of you guys are armed.
Oh,
Yeah,
of course, that would
You're
be
not
stupid.
armed in the Empress's presence. Sorry.
Yeah,
no,
that would
not
make
happening.
that would make sense. Niram, if I try to go for the Empress, please choke me to death.
What about my dagger?
5
it's
of
gone.
them,
It's
they're
gone.
gone.
You were expected to leave your weapons behind.
Damn.
Even my walking
They didn't
stick?
strip search you. They
You
know how
wouldn't
mages
deprive an
work.
old man of his
Aw.
walking stick.
They know how mages work.
Yeah.
Aw.
So that means Orestes got his staff.
No. All of you are unarmed. Even Alicia, she's still wearing her armor, but she is not carrying any weapons.
Okay, Roland will clear his throat.
Roll perception or roll willpower self-discipline, please.
Okay.
All of us?
Nope, just him.
Oh boy.
Ah, no.
Okay. Roland, you don't remember anything that's happened in the past day.
Do I remember what I am doing here or why I'm here?
No.
Okay.
You
Roland's
start
about
to speak, and then your mind just goes blank. You're like,
Okay, so yeah, that happens. Roland looks around. It's like, what are we doing here? And he sees Selene. He's like, Your Majesty! And he bows to his feet immediately.
Emic sighs deeply.
Oh, bump on the noggin.
Warden Dulay, is there something the matter?
I have no. I do not. I'm sorry, Your Majesty. I do not understand why I am here.
Niram just very slowly looks towards Roland. Like
Roland
really
just totally
slowly
gives you
head
a
turns.
completely blank look at his face. He does not get this at all.
This slow owl turn. He's not even facing Roland. His head just turns completely
last
behind
thing-
himself.
The last thing I remember this morning was getting up, and now I'm here in the throne room. I don't understand. Are we being honored? Are we being celebrated?
Oh god.
We are. Good job, Roland.
Apologies. Warden Dulay appears to have become an echo master. Appears to have taken a bump on the noggin while we were battling those darkspawn.
My diagnosis? A fall
From a
caused
tree.
by bad babysitting.
Appears to have become confused.
Alicia speaks up. Darkspawn? Here? Are you sure?
Absolutely. Though I'm sure you may not be aware of their presence. We recently discovered a series of catacombs beneath the palace in which experiments were taking place on members of the Darkspawn. They were also being outfitted in advanced weapons and armor. and trained using blood magic to be controlled by humans.
There are some gasps from some of the attendants that were allowed to stay.
Arresta also gasps.
Roland, you have not. None of it sounds familiar to you at all.
Roland gasps too.
No.
Kenneth is just giving him the "I am gonna slap you" as soon as we walk out. Just that look.
Roland just doesn't even know.
I believe it's imperative that we, as quickly as possible, purge all of the remnants of these experiments and make sure that the catacombs are secure.
It's a matter of national security.
Clear
yeah.
present danger.
Awesome roll there.
Strictly speaking, Alicia says, such acts would be, if they were being, if you were alleging they were being performed by a warden,
I never
would be
alleged anything of the sort.
would be within the purview of the organization. However, if you're suggesting there's some mad blood mage beneath Val Royeaux, that would indeed be a matter requiring immediate attention.
Perhaps
Well,
you have heard of Blacktail.
He knows that one.
That's a hard one to forget.
Yeah.
Who?
Regardless of the provenance of these experiments and the Darkspawn, I think we can all agree that they should not be tolerated or left free.
Indeed. It is, after all, the purpose of our order to destroy the Darkspawn threat.
I'm glad we're agreed.
You should know, however, that not long after your group went missing, so did Warden Henri de Montfort.
Yes.
Oh, you were aware of his disappearance?
Absolutely. He came with us to investigate.
I see. Well then, I suppose we'll have to look more deeply into this.
I would encourage it.
The Empress seems kind of like maybe a bit put out that there's a conversation that she's not being, involved in when she is the Empress.
Emic and Alicia are just narrowing their eyes at each other more and more until they're squinting.
Kenneth's like, "Oh my god, I could steal everything in this room that's not nailed down and live good forever."
I see. No, I see. No, I see.
Very well then, the Empress says, standing up. I will detail a force to explore these catacombs.
As to the matter of the veil, Your Majesty, perhaps your first enchanter could be contacted. It is a fairly serious matter.
Indeed, I will have to summon the mages.
Amic's like, I'm not going back down there until that's done.
Unless, Warden Fane, I could impose upon you and yours to go to the tower.
I'm sure that could be arranged.
Excellent. I will arrange my forces. We should be able to send someone down there by tomorrow. You wardens will certainly have to rest a bit before you venture to the tower.
I am sure that we can leave first thing in the morning.
Wonderful. And she's kind of like, you are all dismissed.
Thank you, Your
But
Majesty.
I've only just arrived.
Just might look at Nero, might get Roland. We've got to
Yep.
get out of here.
What time is it?
Niram just kind of, leads Roland on.
Wait, what did we do?
I'll fill
Shut
you
up,
in later.
Roland.
Just totally pushing him out.
He's not resisting. He's just being.
And Alicia
Total-
and some of her wardens turn and start to walk out, apparently leading the way back towards the warden quarters. But where are you guys going?
Not there.
No way.
Guys, I think Alicia might be on to us.
Yeah. So you guys want to stay in an inn, or should we see if we can
I
get
think we should
rooms?
jump out a window as soon as one presents itself.
Well, we have to get our cart, and we need to go to the circle.
All right.
Let's see if we can get fancy rooms in the fancier wing.
Maybe we can find someone at the tower who can solve my little blood problem.
So thirsty for blood all the
It's
time.
possible. It's possible. I think the first challenge facing us is to survive the night.
Well, you should probably tie me down to a bed.
What we do
Yes.
is we use all the gold we found in the catacombs to hire 10 assassins to kill Alicia, the warden-commander. We're Grey Wardens. It's morally perfectly fine.
So, inn, or should we see if we can get rooms outside of the warden area?
I'd say in myself.
Alright, and
I'm always up for a good inn.
there was that one really expensive restaurant. I don't remember if that was an inn as well.
I think
It
that
was.
owned by Absalom, no, so I don't think we should stay there.
It sure was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. There was that
You guys
one.
you guys had like made a deal with the woman who ran it to get rid of Absalom, and then not actually followed through on that.
we
Timing
had
didn't work.
other business. We're still gonna do that eventually.
Well, it's a
No.
side quest.
Our quest log is really full.
I see how it is.
We're the worst group of adventurers ever.
We're really bad.
I'm
Or-
good. I'm great at it. I don't understand what your problem is. Oh, jeez.
I'm sure we can find an inn anyway.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I can probably
Probably
find some
find
good them in.
cheaper inn.
Oh, I'll also see if I can find somebody to, fix all of my wounds.
Yeah,
Close to
that
the
would be
edge of
good.
town.
I'm sure if we just have a full night's rest, our wounds will knit themselves back together somehow.
It would be best if we could get a doctor to see you, because there's only so much magic can do here. Of course, I'd be happy to try.
Oh no, I could definitely benefit from a chirurgeon.
So, who's gonna find us an inn near the edge of town?
Probably the person with perception searching.
Hello. I shall
don't
search
don't
for
send her off alone. You know.
No,
to
definitely
apply
not
by
that.
-2. Not that it mattered.
Okay, you guys are able to find a well, I mean, yeah, there's not a lot of inns with space at the moment. You're able to find one that's comfortable and not too rinky-dink, but seems to be a little bit off the grid.
Yeah, huzzah!
It's right
We
next
did
to the
it.
alienage.
That's fine. The only person who cares about that is Roland.
Of course.
See, it's a nice place.
That's
This has
alright.
everything I need to feel better.
The alienage is not a nice place.
No. I'll ask the innkeep if he knows of a surgeon, doctor, whatever they're called.
Good soul bones.
If he
Yeah,
knows one
there's
that's a
there's
surgeon and a courtesan, that would be best.
There's a surgeon guy down the street.
Alright, I'll go and see if he's available. Or she.
Okay, it's a him. It's this old dude, completely bald, glasses,
We do an old guy fist bump.
breaking all the bones in both of your hands.
Yep. That's how it's done.
Initiate old guy handshake.
He's willing to look at both of them for 5 gold total.
Alright. I will
It's
pay
all the
only
money that we
5
made.
gold.
Okay. And the inn room is the inn room is 2 silver a night.
Is that each or for the group?
That depends. How many people are you trying to cram all of yourselves in one room?
How big's the room?
Yeah, we're gonna tell them that just 2 people are staying there, but we're all gonna cram in there.
It's like anime
It's like going
cons
to a
all over
convention.
again.
It's going to an anime convention, yeah. Then yeah, they'll 2 silver a night total.
Alright. Someone else pay that. I just dropped 5 gold on healers.
I will
I
pay
got
2 silver.
Okay.
Alright, so the chirurgeon comes by. He takes a look at you guys. He has no clue what could have possibly happened to Roland.
Fell out of a tree.
I don't think Roland remembers what happened to him either, though.
Actually, no, yeah, I just, I feel really pale and clammy. I don't
Where's
get it.
all of his blood?
I taste
so,
metal for some reason.
So he's like, they need hearty food and a night's rest, and he patches them up enough that they're going to be okay. So with a full night's rest, you guys won't have those penalties anymore.
Hooray.
And now he won't let us get a full night's rest.
Absolutely not. Not in any circumstances. It's gonna be assassins every 2 hours. Ugh.
Quarter
And
something?
what XP were you guys at?
19.
Yes.
19. So that means I'm gonna give you guys 500 experience points.
Hooray.
So you are now all level 7.
Ooh.
Hooray!
Sweet.
I'm gonna get epic rogue.
No, that's level 20. You can't do that yet.
Maybe next time.
What's the XP total at now?
Not 19,500.
I'm gonna get Sith Lightning.
Exactly enough for level 7.
You already have Sith Lightning.
Last time
Okay,
I
so-
updated
That is
it,
Sith Lightning.
we had 10,000 XP.
Let's level you guys and then wrap for this week.
Okay.
Alright.
Okay. I will put a cut here, and then we'll do a level up episode.
All right.
Till next time, all the best.